codes that students abide by, strict rules against gangs, students earning decent grades, and reasonable discipline procedures. What more could be accomplished with school uniforms? With uniforms, expressing one's individuality becomes severely difficult. In a survey by debate.org, 63% of participants said that school uniforms limit self-expression and violate individual rights. Requiring school uniforms would take away children's freedom to express themselves through fashion. Schools tell us to be diverse and appreciate people's different tastes and views. So why would they want us to be the same all of a sudden? Without the freedom to get people's attention through clothes, many kids might turn to inappropriate and violent behavior to separate themselves and get a classmate's attention. Is this what the Roanoke City public school system wants? For the students to get to do, to stand out from the crowd? Secondly, there is no substantial evidence that school uniforms help student achievement. In a statement done by Youngstown State University, uniforms alone do not prove student achievement in math, reading, and math proficiency test groups. The University of Notre Dame also noted that mandating uniforms produces no measurable difference in certain areas, such as testing. Although in one Ohio case, students in school uniforms actually scored lower on standardized tests. The use of school uniforms has not been proven to improve student behavior. Studies conducted by Brunsma and Rockymore, University of Notre Dame Sociology Department in 1998 and 2003 found that school uniforms do not affect students' self-esteem, behavior, school safety, or academic achievement in a positive manner. Price is a major obstacle in the requirement of uniforms. According to classroomuniforms.com, the cost for a single uniform is between $100 and $150, making it over $85,000 to buy one uniform for each student at a school. The Roanoke City public school system does not have extra money to supply uniforms to one school, let alone to every school in the city. The U.S. Department of Education and the University of Florida record that school uniform sales in 2000 amounted to $1 billion for the mere 23% of schools with a uniform policy. If all the schools in the U.S. bought uniforms, it would amount to over $5 billion. Could we spend that much money on something more than clothes? What about relief for the victims of Hurricane Sandy? What about reducing our nation's debt? The monetary burden for the uniforms will fall to the parents of the students who, in the state of our current economy, cannot afford it either. The average annual cost for school uniforms for the parents is $249. And big families like mine especially cannot afford this, considering they must pay for several uniforms for each child. The American Civil Liberties Union is concerned about mandatory costs of uniforms that disadvantaged families cannot afford. When you have to choose between buying food or buying clothes, uniforms take a back seat to the needs of struggling families. In conclusion, Roanoke City Public Schools should not require uniforms because it is unnecessary and too costly. The experts agree that uniforms are not effective in improving behavior or test scores, and the requirement of uniforms could lead to students turning down the wrong path to impress classmates. Thank you.